Okay, what I want to have a look at is how we can expand this. And we'll start off by looking at something known as the distributive property of multiplication. And we'll do that by just looking at numbers. So I could have, say, something like 3, and I want to multiply that by 7 plus 2. Now the distribution property says, well, I can rewrite that as 3 multiplied by the number in here. And then, so that's 3 multiplied by 7, and then I put the plus sign in, and then I can do 3 multiplied by the second number. Now I can work those out individually. So 3 times 7 is 21, plus 3 times 2 is 6, and then I do the addition, giving me 27. Now obviously I could have done this differently. I could have said, well, let's just have a look at this 7 and the 2 and add them together. So I could also have done 3 times, well, 7 plus 2 is 9. And then I do the multiplication. 3 times 9 is 27. So you see, I get the same answer. But this is quite powerful, this idea that I can distribute this maybe slightly more complex operation like this. And this is what I'm going to do to try and tackle this more complex expression. I'll start off by saying, well, I'm going to pretend that this first term here, this little binomial here, is the 3 that I had there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply that by the first term inside here, sort of like the 7 here. So I will do 3x plus 2, and I'm then going to multiply that by 4x. Then I take the plus sign, and I do the same again. 3x plus 2, and now I'm going to multiply it by this 7. So I've just used the distributive property to break this down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing again. I'll use the distributive property to now say, well, let's make this even simpler. Let's take this, I'm going to now treat this as if it was my 3, and multiply it with this, which is like my 7, and then with the 2. So this will break down to give me 4x multiplied by 3x plus 4x multiplied by 2. Now I've got another plus here, and I've got another term here. And I can use the same argument again. I can say, well, let's take this 7 and treat this as my 3x. Oh, sorry, multiply it with the 3x, as I was doing up here, the 3 and the 7. So we'll do 7 multiplied by 3x plus 7 multiplied by 2. So you see, each time what I've got outside, I multiply it with the term inside. Now what I've got is some multiplications which I can do. 4x times 3x is 12x squared plus 4x times 2, that's 8x, plus 7 times 3x is 21x, plus 7 times 2, that is 14. Now, I've got some terms which are the same. There's 2 terms in x, so I can simplify this to give me my final result of 12x squared plus, I've got 8x and 21x, so that's 29x. Let's try and just squeeze that in here, plus 14.